survived what's believed to be an alleged hit as well. We understand that a bullet pierced through his lower body. As far as information we got and we were told by sources we found here on the crime scene, it's believed that two gunmen in a white Mercedes-Benz shot this grey Suzuki here behind us. And as far as we understand, 2 9mm cartridges were found on the scene. Police are investigating this particular matter, but we know from sources we've spoken to that Khan has been rushed to a hospital where we believe that he is in a severe condition. Subsequently to that, we are told that upon arrival at the hospital, Khan raised issues or concerns in relation to his missing devices, including a laptop as well. We still don't know yet as to whether what was the motive behind this, what this could be in relation to this particular incident here. But we know that Khan was expected to appear before the Madlanga Commission on Wednesday, facing a number of allegations. Currently, he's also going through a court process where he's facing different charges alongside the likes of General Kadwa and a businessman, Tariq Downs, from Durban as well. We know that the law enforcement have extracted messages from Khan's device, his phone in particular, which was seized during his arrest at his Houghton property. A part of this operation being the Gauteng Counterintelligence Operations and PKTT as well. Obtained in this device, of course, was a number of messages between himself and an individual who's believed to be part of the tobacco industry, Muhammad Syed as well, interactions between himself and Julius Malema, interactions involving the likes of Fani Mulefe from the SAPS, who's currently on suspension, a number of interactions with individuals as well contained in that device, which would be subject to questioning and probing by the commission, Madlanga Commission, when he would have appeared there on Wednesday.
Yesterday, when we went to sleep, set news that Khan was shot allegedly by 2 assailants who were driving a white Mercedes-Benz. Police are looking for them. They have launched an investigation. They are looking for the suspects. Now, Khan was supposed to appear at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry on the 1st of July. One would ask, though, is this a coincidence?
Good morning to you, Calvin, and to the viewers of the SABC News and Mfundo over there. This poses some serious security threats for all of the witnesses at the Madlanga Commission, including General Khan. One is not certain whether this incident is linked to Madlanga Commission or not, because the details have not been made available. But what one can look at and share from the pattern of the witness, Marius van der Merwe, people like Viandre Pretorius, and now General Khan. Whilst we are not riding the horse of speculation and allowing law enforcement to do the necessary investigation, this is a serious, very serious concern from both the security, personal and familial security of the individuals, particularly General Khan, who was scheduled to appear on Wednesday, the 1st of July, at the Madlanga Commission. We wish him speedy recovery and request that members of the community should comply, assist the police in the investigation. Should they have seen something, heard something, know something, share that information with the police so that the assailants can be arrested. I would have liked to see General Khan at Madlanga Commission testifying.
We are talking about a controversial figure here. Remember, even the Lieutenant General Dlatlam Kwanazi, when he appeared at the Madlang, he did mention that Khan has caused a lot of problems within the police force. He was also about to be questioned about his alleged relationship with Brown Mohotsi. One would ask, though, Mr. Mashaile, why would they follow him? Why he was shot? I know the details are still scant, but as an analyst, who was following him?
Calvin, I wouldn't know who was following him. What concerns me is his own lack of personal security. I shudder to think about him driving at 11 p.m., knowing very well that he would be appearing at the Madlanga Commission. I'm also not certain if he was driving himself or he had his own work-issued driver that would be providing him with security. But it looks like there was no one who was driving him. So security at that point in time, he was supposed to be in a safe space, home and that kind of stuff.
Thank you very much. We will have to continue with Andy Mashaile, security expert on the issue of General Khan. Back to you in studio, Mfundo.
All right, Calvin, thank you very much for that reportage. SABC News reporter there, Calvin Lula, stationed outside the Mill Park Hospital. Of course, this is following the attempted assassination on General Feroz Khan.
Mohammed Bali, you have been representing Major General Khan. You are the person who's put together his affidavit that he's expected to deliver at the Madlanga Commission later this week. What happened before we get into the details around that?
Thanks, Iman. Yes, we are in the process of completing Major General Khan's statement. He was with us earlier this evening, and after he left us, a few minutes later, we received news that he had been shot. Apparently there were multiple shots fired at the scene, and we have confirmed now with the doctor that he suffered a bullet wound to his abdomen. He's currently scheduled or undergoing surgery as we speak. We don't know the circumstances of the shooting. We don't know if it was an attempted robbery or if it's commission related, so at this stage it's too early to say.
What do you know about what happened?
Well, what we do know from the first responders at the scene is that his devices and his laptop was taken during this incident, and that's all we know for now.
The details of how he came under attack near his home, you did say?
Well, we have several police officials present, and hopefully we can get some clarity as the investigation progresses into the shooting.
Preggy, you are a close family member, I understand Major General Khan's former father-in-law. Again, our sympathies really with having, to encounter this tragic news. Just talk to us about how the family is feeling and what the family knows at this hour.
And it's difficult because we shocked. We only received a phone call and we rushed to the hospital. We didn't know anything, where's the injury or anything from him. And then we appreciate the media here and the support that we got from the community.
So who all's come? I mean, there's a number of people outside the emergency room.
Plenty people there, and we can't pinpoint anyone, but his wife is here, his children are here. And that's what we can tell you at this stage.
You've been following these developments over time, and you know that he was going to testify at the commission this week. What goes through your mind when you encounter an incident like this?
It's difficult to speculate now, eh? It's very, very difficult. At this stage, the only thing we can tell you that I hope the police do their work to find the perpetrators.
Mohammed, so operationally, what happens? You are in the process of finalizing his affidavit. Just talk to us about where we are in terms of the commission, the requests that they have made to you and to your client.
Yes. Well, Iman, it's currently difficult procedurally. We received significant disclosure from the commission very late in the day, and that's the reason why we had been working back to back in preparation of his intended attendance on the 1st of July. So at this stage we can confirm that Major General Khan intended to go to the commission so that he can comply with the 10-6 notice. However, having received a tsunami of paper, over 11,000 pages over this weekend, demanded that we work deep into the night over both Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be difficult to predict how it's going to pan out at the commission come Wednesday. If Major General Khan is unfit to testify for obvious reason, there's nothing more that we can do except place those facts before the commission and hope that they make the right decision to account for his injuries currently. It's not that we want to make any excuse. Major General Khan intended to go to the commission. We can certainly confirm that and refute any speculation that may be rife on social media and in other quarters. The only other thing that I can say at this time is that the family has requested some privacy during this difficult time. Any questions are to be posed to his legal counsel.
You were with him just, not even 3 hours ago. How are you feeling?
It's difficult to describe.
Yes, Bully.
I've spent, myself and my colleague, Mr. Girao, have spent the better part of 6 weeks with Major General Khan every single day in preparation for his hearing.
So, breaking news, Senior Crime Intelligence Corp Feroz Khan has allegedly been shot just 3 days before he was meant to testify at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. It's currently midnight and I am on the scene here in Houghton, and the intel that I've received suggests that Feroz Khan was shot at about 11 p.m, so shortly after the Bafana Bafana game with Canada. Now, the car behind me is believed to be owned by Feroz Khan, and it's understood that he's been transported to the Mill Park Hospital for further medical attention. I also understand from some of the intel that I've managed to gather that Feroz Khan, when he was in hospital, or when he arrived at the hospital, started complaining that his laptop has been stolen. So it's a big day here. Feroz Khan has allegedly been shot and he was meant to testify at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry on Wednesday. Tell me what you think in the comment section. So, breaking news, Senior Crime Intelligence Corp Feroz Khan has allegedly been shot just 3 days before he was meant to testify at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. It's currently midnight and I am on the scene here in Houghton, and the intel that I've received suggests that Feroz Khan was shot at about 11 p.m, so shortly after the Bafana Bafana game with Canada. Now, the car behind me is believed to be owned by Feroz Khan, and it's understood that he's been transported to the Mill Park Hospital for further medical attention. I also understand from some of the intel that I've managed to gather that Feroz Khan, when he was in hospital, or when he arrived at the hospital, started complaining that his laptop has been stolen. So it's a big day here. Feroz Khan has allegedly been shot and he was meant to testify at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry on Wednesday. Tell me what you think in the comment section.
So we've woken up to the news of General Feroz Khan being shot near his house in Houghton just 2 days before he's expected to appear before the Madlanga Commission. And many of you guys are already saying, what in the brown Mokhotsi? But have you seen the police statement that basically says, we know what you guys are thinking? Let's talk about it. If you follow me, you know that I give regular updates on current affairs and matters in the courts. If you're new here, welcome and please follow. This is a picture that's been uploaded by ENCA reporter Pulali Treaty Jones of what happened last night. It's the car that General Feroz Khan was traveling in last night when he was attacked by assailants. And it seems they attacked him not far from his house in Houghton. Now, my colleague Alfara Mshwana has a video of this incident. He was there live on the scene, so make sure to check it out. But the long and short of it all is that General Feroz Khan was shot and then he was rushed to Mill Park Hospital where he's fighting for his life. But then police released this statement, and it basically says that his attempted unaliving is being investigated and there's a high-level investigation that's been launched. And I think it's worth noting that a pretty large team of police is investigating this. We've got Gauteng Hawks, we've got Gauteng Crime Intelligence, SAPS Detective Services, as well as the Political Killings Task Team, all investigating this single incident. But this is where things get a little interesting with this statement, because then the police note that General Khan was scheduled to appear before the Madlanga Commission on the 1st of July, that's just in 2 days' time. And while police are aware of the public speculation regarding the timing of the attack, it's premature and irresponsible to speculate on any possible motive or to conclude that the incident is linked to his anticipated appearance before the Commission. Now, I don't know how you guys are reading that, but that says to me that the police are saying, we know what you are thinking, and we are investigating what you are thinking. Now, what does this mean for his testimony before the Madlanga Commission on Wednesday? Well, we know that he's not going to be able to appear because we understand that he's critical in a hospital, but also we know that the Commission has been preparing for his appearance for quite some time. You may remember that 700-page document of court papers where Khan was trying to stop the Commission from having access to the data on his cell phone, and you know how he's got a lot to answer to from all that data. So I suppose we have to wait and see how the Commission will be dealing with this latest blow. But I think it's interesting to note that recently we had the testimony of Mike van Wyk, the CEO of Medicare 24, who was supposed to appear but couldn't for health reasons. And the Commission went ahead. And I think it's likely that the Madlanga Commission will do the same on Wednesday.
I'm not in charge of the organization, but if I was in charge of the organization, I would have removed the whole lot that is sitting in that vetting section, starting with Khan. Because they are the ones, the whole file of Gerald Pahlane that started that criminal investigation on the house was initiated from the files that were stolen by McBride's girlfriend from that office. So it's a dirty office. So we might want as parliamentarians to start asking yourself a question. How honest is the office of vetting in the police and many other entities? How honest that office is? Because the officials working there, you give them information, they verify, they interrogate you, they bring you for polygraphy, they throw you questions, and they satisfy themselves that you're a good person. They make recommendations. But when these things are supposed to be finalized, someone stole it. They stole it because a Sunday World published something. They don't have to verify it. As long as they can't issue. And the right to IPID won't respond. So maybe IPID must then explain. For all these reminders, because from what I know I have no case. They just threw my name in it. So it looks like my name is just flagged. That's why even Nangi's case up there. I was part of the torture, I was part of, so they threw cases all over. That's how the system operates nowadays.
Reports claim that Adriano Mazzoti's domestic worker allegedly witnessed evidence suggesting questionable dealings between him and EFF leader Julius Malema. Mazzotti, a cigarette tycoon with a history of alleged illicit activities, has long faced scrutiny over his close ties to Malema and reports that he helped fund the EFF's early operations. According to the claims, the worker may have seen documents or actions pointing to financial connections that, if verified, could spark serious investigations. This raises critical questions about the relationship between politics and big money in South Africa. While both Mazzotti and Malema have remained silent on these allegations, the public is left wondering just how deep these connections go and whether this could unravel into another major political scandal. For now, the